Hi, my name is Bree Maloney, and this is Mark's Q&A for National Nutrition Month. I consider a healthy diet to be a balance of fruits, vegetables, grains, fats, proteins, and carbs. But I always say everything's better in moderation. It's not just about developing a healthy diet, it's about developing healthy eating habits. If your diet on a day-to-day basis consists of the same 5 to 12 things, you're probably not getting the exact nutrients that you need. You always want to be introducing new things into your diet. You also want to focus on eating high fiber foods such as avocados, lentils, broccoli, almonds. You want to supply your body with about 20 to 35 grams of high fiber a day. You do want to eat lots of produce. You always want to try and buy organic if you can, because then you can avoid any toxins or pesticides that are in most produce. You also want to cut out a lot of sugar, including soda, candy, and lots of processed and highly processed foods. A high intake of sugar raises your insulin levels in your body, which increases inflammation and your risk of diabetes. I do want to add, you also want to have alcohol in moderation, because though alcohol does have health benefits, an excess amount of alcohol can have a lot of negativity on your body. As a rule of thumb, I always try and eat foods that don't have a lot of ingredients in them. If you look on a food label and you see about a dozen things that you can't even pronounce, most likely it's not going to be good for you. Try aiming for foods that are minimally processed. Some ingredients to avoid and look out for are high fructose corn syrup, partially hydrogenated oils, MSG, BHA, BHT, and sodium nitrate. Gluten is a term that is kind of thrown around nowadays. The gluten-free diet is pretty popular among some people. Gluten is a protein that is found in wheat. Though a lot of people think that gluten is something that harms the body, gluten doesn't have any health benefits on alone. The only harmful thing that gluten can have on your body is if you have celiac disease. What celiac disease is when your body cannot absorb the protein gluten. So with someone that has the disease, that gluten actually attacks your intestines, which makes you can't absorb any nutrients. So if you do not have celiac disease, gluten is not necessarily harmful to your body. MSG, or monosodium glutamate, is the sodium salt of glutamic acid, and is one of the most abundantly naturally occurring non-essential amino acids. It's basically a flavor enhancer in Chinese foods, canned vegetables, soups, and processed meats. Just like salt and sugar, MSG does exist in nature. It tastes good at normal levels, but large amounts at high concentration can do harm to your body. MSG has been known to cause headaches and asthma. I do recommend having some sort of snacks throughout the day. I personally eat about 4 to 5 small meals throughout the day, but snacks are a huge part of my life. Some of the snacks that I do like to have are raw nuts, raw almonds, any type of raw nuts, which are perfectly fine, dried fruit such as apricots, and then I do like to have some of those like crunchy banana chips, which are really good, that you can find at any local store. But you can cut up some apples, have some nut butter on them as well. One of my most favorite snacks I actually like to make at home. They're called energy balls. If you Google any energy ball recipe, you can find it anywhere on the internet. But it's basically raw almonds, crushed dates, walnuts, protein powder, and you can usually just ball them up together and roll them in cocoa nibs and coconut flakes, and you can have just a few of them throughout the day. start small and work your way up. You don't want to all of a sudden cut out salt, fat, and sodium and carbs out of your diet. It's not a long-term solution. You want to still reward yourself with candy or soda, but just everything in moderation. Like what I do is you want to start with, let's say, cereal. So instead of just a sugary cereal, you want to substitute it for a healthy one. Instead of whole milk, you can substitute it for coconut milk or almond milk. What you can do is throw some chia seeds in your yogurt, or blueberries or kale in your smoothie. Remember to do what is going to work for you. Everyone is different, so as long as you choose something that's going to work for you, and that's something that's not going to be super hard for yourself, that's what's going to work. There are tons of diets and fads out there, but what I would do is start just reading ingredients labels. Look at the ingredients, look at the nutrition facts, and try and get something that's more whole foods rather than just something that's over-processed. Eating healthy should be a joy, and by making good habits, you'll be able to enjoy cooking and making food with your friends and family. Once you create good habits, then eating healthy won't be a chore. It'll be a joy, and it will become a lifestyle and something that you just naturally do.
If you have any questions, feel free to leave a comment below. And for more informational videos, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and give us a thumbs up. Thanks again for choosing Mark Urgent Care.